thumping tackle by Bortolami, but Ross good enough to make the tackle. Now Mialamu slings it wide. And pass off to Rokafoko, man wide, Masunga, kick and chase. Now the bounce will be interesting. All Blacks looking for it. It's loose. The history of New Zealand against Italy on the rugby field dates back to 1987 when John Kirwan scored a memorable try as the All Blacks strolled to victory. Since then, there have been another 8 encounters, and with one exception, the 1991 World Cup, the All Blacks have always won easily. So much so that the All Blacks' average winning margin over those 9 games is 51 points. So they come together again tonight here in Christchurch on a cool night as the All Blacks play their 3rd game for 2009 after a drawn series against France.
Yeah, just as the Italians make their way down this boat, they're going to run out onto a perfect AMI stadium. Grass manicured magnificently, not a breath of wind, and you're right about the fog. There is word about it, but let's hope it doesn't come to fruition. Here come the Italians.
So it's a fairly long walk down this tunnel here at AMI Stadium. And here's Mills Muliaina and the All Blacks. So we're about to go. The 10th time the All Blacks have played Italy in a rugby international. Wyatt Crockett on debut. Big night for him, local boy. And the kickoff will be made by Craig Gow as the international match is underway. Nicely taken down by Isaac Ross. Lays it back too for Brendan Leonard. It's a bit untidy and it's been kicked through. In fact, it's been knocked on. So an untidy start.
Well, it was unfortunate because it was beautifully taken by Isaac Ross. And as the All Black forwards gathered around the ball, the delivery was just knocked, I think, by a leg.
Well, the Italians have packed a pretty good scrum in the last season or two. So here's their first opportunity to show it.
Pause, engage.
Scrum fed by Tibaldi.
Pushing off the mark, New Zealand.
And the All Blacks penalised, quickly taken by the captain, Parise. Out it goes to Gow, turns it back on the inside to Canali. As one of the All Blacks goes reeling back near the 22-metre line. And Gow again fires the wide pass out to Bergamasco. Mirko Bergamasco, that is. And the All Blacks get the penalty.
I'll organise that for you now.
Nisbo, is that what he said?
Yeah, I didn't hear that. Here's McAllister driving it down, and it's not out. So that's a bad mistake as Bergamasco turns and kicks, but it's gone in field, and Thorne has lined this up, so it might work in the All Blacks' favour as he gets it away to McAllister, who made the original mistake. And he's able to deliver the pass up to the man who gave it to him, Brad Thorne. And they're down to the 22. Now Leonard clears it, and it's Muliaina in broken play here. And the All Blacks are looking blindside again, and they do so through Jerome Kano.
Kano looking for the outside break, not able to get it.
So now the Italians are more organised in defence, and a wild pass thrown to no one at all. By Luke McAllister, and that is offside play against the Italians. But again, a lack of communication. There look to be players running dummies, and McAllister fired a pass at a perceived player.
Well, you've got a new combination, 9 and 10, and that's where the stability comes in. That's where the steering of the ship is. Of course, that's
he's been out of the scene for a while, Luke McAllister. This is obviously his first start for quite some time, Murray. This kick's very important for him. It hasn't been the best of starts. You'd have to say a couple of dropped up and unders, and then, of course, the kick not going into touch from the free kick or the penalty there. So he just needs to settle here, and a good kick from just shy of halfway would do that.
Well, he nailed the first one when he came on last week.
Make sure you're
so
onside.
he will step into this with confidence.
Looks pretty good. It is good. So Luke McAllister getting a bit of confidence back after a shaky start, and the All Blacks lead by 3-0. It is The Italians' ball, though.
Oh, beautifully.
Yeah, they've lost it too. So
Isaac Ross, I think it was.
still a man down on defence. So the All Blacks looking to turn this, and the Italians are going to be penalised here. There's an advantage being played. There's Garcia running back into position. Now here's the flat kick. Rokithoko's got plenty of time, and he should be able to get through. Struggling and makes it. Joe Rokithoko gets his first test try for a couple of seasons and opens the All Blacks scoring at AMI Stadium.
Well, to be fair, it was the first opportunity the All Blacks have had in this game to score, and they took that opportunity.
From the sideline, what a lovely kick from Luke McAllister. You can see the confidence ebbing back for Luke McAllister after a shaky start. He creates the try, he converts the try, and the All Blacks lead by 10 points to 0. As the kickoff is made again by Gower. Mialamu hands it off to Toiava. I haven't mentioned his name all night. As he goes down towards the 22. Now Leonard. McAllister again. The Italians drifting back in defence, fielded by McLean. And this will come down just out from the 22. Muliaina wants it, but McLean gets there first. And so the Italians have an opportunity. All Blacks might have turned it over, though. But I think it might have been McAllister who got there first.
Stand side, man, stand side.
So Leonard hands it off to Reed. Fires it out to Latimer. Nonu hands it on. And looking to get through. Muliaina got it away to Kano. And another tackle missed. Italians starting to fall off the odd tackle here. And there's an offside call against Parise. Might have been a bit tough, actually, because I think Latimer had his hands on it.
I think he also knocked it on, didn't he?
Maybe where he came from was the problem, but it seemed as though Latimer had his hands on the ball, and the skipper feels a little aggrieved.
Yeah, I think the angle of entry might have been the problem for the skipper, but I think his timing wasn't too bad. This looked good, actually. The in-pass from Toiava was a beauty, and Kano had opportunity to go inside again. Nonu was on his left shoulder. He chose to hold on to it.
Yeah. I think New Zealand a little bit lucky.
Yeah, I think he's entitled to stand there, isn't he? The hands were on the ball.
Toiava straightened up play. He had to. New Zealand looked like they were just moving it wide, and their Italian defence was drifting. Toiava had no option. He did it well. He not only straightened up, but he made the half break to give Kano some air. And those big loose forwards, they love to run and support.
Luke McAllister on the angle. He's certainly got the power, and that's a lovely kick again. So the penalty is converted by Luke McAllister. It's 13 points to 0 after 27 minutes in the first half. The Italians have called a short line out this time. And it's worked well for them as Tabaldi hands it off to Parisi. Now Gao, oh, he gave it up to Bergamasco. This is lovely stuff. And away it goes to Marco Bergamasco. So the two Bergamascos linking up well there, and the All Blacks penalised, and this is right out in front and inside the 22, a surefire 3 points, surely.
Absolutely, and they deserved it too. It was good quality ball off the top of the line out, and they made the break. Have a look at that, running onto the ball powerfully, a little bit of depth, and through the slot. That's a clean line break. Good open side flanker support play. It's good rugby, and then enough pressure to get over the ball, and I think it was Nonu who was penalised, trying to stop the flow, and you can't blame him.
Thank you.
Luke McLean then. And over it sails. 3 points to Italy. So they are on the board at 13 points to 3. About 7.5 minutes remaining till the break. Right, there goes the hooter. So last chance in the first half as Mialamu throws. Ross off the top for Leonard. Now McAllister, Latimer. Masanga gets into the gap, but the referee says there's interference out in midfield. The All Blacks have run some interference there somewhere. And it's a penalty. And now George Clancy wants to have a chat to someone. Now let's see if we can find it here. Oh yeah, fair enough. I think Jerome Kano took a man out.
Well, he used his hands, didn't he? His arms, he wrapped them around him, and that was that was not good.
He didn't need to either, actually.
So that's it. They're on their way to the dressing rooms, and only one try scored by the All Blacks in the first half. They've been scratchy, but give some credit to the Italians. 13-3 at half-time.
Start a bit of north-south. That means a bit of go forward.
Second half underway. McAllister gets us going. The Italians leading by 13-3 at half-time. And looks like the All Blacks have grabbed the ball early as Leonard has it. 12 metres on the Italian side of halfway. Now, the game wasn't played much in Italian territory in the first half, that is for sure. Back here for Latimer. And he carries the ball up, and the All Blacks hunt in after him as Leonard fires it off to McAllister. He drops it off to Nonu, who hasn't been able to break the line so far tonight. Leonard again, Afoa, and the All Blacks making some ground as Leonard delivers again. Oh, it's been knocked down by Ross. Pass from McAllister was pretty awkward, and back goes Muliaina to tidy up. He's got Rokafoko there, but he takes the conservative option, turns and kicks away down to his opposite captain, Sergio Parise, and his kick is fielded by Muliaina. And now the Italians, they want to play the game in All Black territory as well. That's useful if it goes out, and oh, it does. What a kick. Lovely kick from halfback Tito Tebaldi, and they're going to line up on the 5-metre line in All Black territory.
Well, it was pass under pressure was where it broke down. McAllister to Ross, and the Italian line was up very flat, and there were numbers there. The bottom line now, New Zealand pinned on its own goal line, having to drive out of there. They need to take it cleanly.
Thorne drags it in. Nicely held by Leonard. Gee, that was dropping at his ankles. And he did very well, Brendan Leonard, to make the clearing kick down just out from the 22. So we're back same old here, but a game being played in All Black territory.
Well, can they contest this line out? Can the Italians string it together?
Thrown by Geraldini, nicely taken down by Zani at the back. Strong mauling team, trying to move a few bodies and clear the ball. It's there for Tebaldi. Gives it off to Parisi. Nice work away. It goes to Geraldini. And the hooker takes it deep inside the 22, looking for quick turnover ball. Now it goes to Gower. Gower looking for options. He can't find any support, though, but he held on long enough. Now Tebaldi gets it wide here for Canali. And the Italians driving in. They're a threat here. They're only 12 metres away from the goal line.
Well, they're playing with confidence now.
Again, Gower standing nice and deep as he gets the pass from Tebaldi. Now he fires it away for Garcia. And the All Blacks being forced to make tackles. Again, the ball is there. Now the big lock forward, the South African-born Heldenhuis. Back now, drop kick coming up here. And off the captain. He's done it before in Test rugby, but not this time. And Lelia Masanga kicks it off downfield. McLean lining this up just on his own side of halfway as Masanga gets to him. And again, they thump it back into All Black 22.
This is on.
Yeah, Muliaina gets it wide for McAllister. Now Nonu. Drawn pass for Rokafoko. Now they free it up to Toiava. And he stays in the field of play, fires it back in, but it's behind Nonu. But a good counter-attack initiated by the skipper inside the 22. Nialamu throws. Oh, it's overthrown. So nothing much going right. I wonder how long it'll be before they go to the bench. It's only 7 minutes into this second half. Muliaina's on his own here, and he's going to try and get something going from the back, but there are again a lot of blue shirts there. All Blacks have it on their side, but boy, it's confrontational. Away it goes to Nonu, firing it wide for Kano, and he can't get away from Heldenhuis. And Nonu snaps it up again. And
that was unfortunate, actually. Nonu did the right thing, though. He got bad ball right in the centre of the field. He threw a big wide pass. It was a good pass. It moved the pressure away from the All Blacks, and it gave Kano just an outside gap, which he took. Bought a bit of time, and that ball was quite good ball. So there's a change.
Well, the first sign, Smithy, that the All Blacks might be looking at the bench already.
Yep, well, certainly you'll fix maybe a scrumming issue or two, and maybe that's where they want the platform to start from, right from the very front. But certainly a lot of experience in this situation. They've been messy all night, the scrums, absolutely messy all night. And obviously on high, they've had enough. They want their Iron Man back out there.
Well, I think, Smithy, it's more of a fact of more leadership, more seniority on the field. You know, the scrums haven't been a disaster by any means, and these guys have got to work their way in, there's no doubt about it. But I think to bring back a couple of players that are assertive and confident to lead and take weight on their own shoulders, I think that's the concept here that the All Blacks coaches will want.
So it's a free kick here to the All Blacks.
Might be a big moment too coming up for the Whitelock family.
Well, that's one of the issues so far I see, is the lack of pressure on the ball.
All Blacks decide not to go for the touchline. They bang it up the middle, and it's fielded by McLean. Got away from the first tackle of Masanga. And right on half-time, the All Blacks looked as though they'd driven over the ball, but it's been nicely retained by the Italians. Now a kick by Tabaldi, but McAllister's got back in very good position. Steps outside the 22. Gower waiting. And Craig Gower making a pretty good transition in the last year or two from rugby league. Fielded by Muliaina. Gets the call from Rokafoko. Again, the Italian tackling is solid. Right in the middle of the 22. Now Ma'anonu looking to find a gap and using his strength, but again they stick to him.
Well, took 3 out though.
Now Leonard sees a gap on the blind side, and Isaac Ross charges off downfield. Oh, big tackle. That's a
beautiful offload though.
wasn't
Isaac
it
Ross.
just? Yes, he got it away to Leonard. Thumping tackle by Bortolami, but Ross good enough to make the tackle. Now Mialamu slings it wide, and pass off to Rokafoko, man wide. Masanga, kick and chase. Now the bounce will be interesting. All Blacks looking for it. It's loose, still loose, and might have been a try. Might have been a try for Kieran Reid. This will be sorted out upstairs by George Ayoub.
George, can you hear me?
A mad scramble for the ball.
Try, yes or no?
Try yes or no. I'll get back to you.
Well, Kieran Reid getting up where he should have been too. Well, I'd like to see that again.
Well, they give them pretty loosely that day, but these days, but this will be stretching it, I would think.
Kane Robertson going back after that. Reid looking to, and he has to get a hand on it. Yeah, I reckon.
I think Reid got it first.
Yep. Well, that push made outside of the in-goal area.
But
anyway,
it didn't affect
George.
the ball though.
Here we go, let's listen.
Number 14, Black, pushed the blue player out of the road
Yes.
as he was going for the ball.
Thank you.
So it should be a penalty to blue,
Thank you.
just on the goal line.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, the All Blacks are going to have to run back here.
No try.
Well, I reckon George Ayoub made a mistake
You win.
because he didn't push the player over the goal line. It was before the goal line. I don't think he's entitled to call. Although the question was asked by the referee, is it a try?
Yeah.
If he had said, was the ball grounded,
Time off. Some
then he would have
substitution.
narrowed it down to a decision on the grounding.
Well, despite all the endeavour, we still have the half-time score with us, 13 points to 3. And this time, the All Blacks have won one against the throw. Nicely done by Kieran Reid. Mind you, it was thrown straight at him. Now McAllister. McLean waits, goes early. All Blacks in there, and well, he said in front of the kicker, so it had nothing to do with the collision area at all.
In front of the
It's
kicker.
all about
13.
being in front of the kicker.
Well, it's front running by Tuiava. See where he's standing?
Yep, well, he's got it right. He was miles in front.
Anyway, the kick is made, and Italy are first to score in the second half. 13 points to 6. And we've had 14 minutes in the second half. 8 out of the 9 times the All Blacks have played Italy. Prior to this, they'd run up 50 points or more. Wepu for Toiava, gets the call from Nonu. Now Wepu going to work the blind side. Woodcock fires the pass. Inside the 22 again, it's for Wepu. McAllister looking to slice. Boy, the defence has been good. Handed away by Mialamu. Fielded by Toiava. Again, the defence zeroes in on him. Stabano. Now quick hands for Masanga. Inside the 22. The All Blacks starting to play more in Italian territory now as McAllister. Up to Muliaina, but they've shut him down as well. Call comes for Ross. Got up nicely and delivered the pass. That could win as far as Wepu.
Still stationary ball though.
Ross gets to his feet and up it goes to Arfar now. Starting to make some good meters. Having to be patient though. Toiava almost still goes. Got support and Isaac Ross. He deserves it. And a first test try on his home ground for Isaac Ross.
Put it down, Isaac. Well, it was a great pass. Toiava, he is good at that little half break on the outside. He's got that little bit of gas. I've been waiting for him to show something, Toiava, and he did it right then and gave this man a beautiful ball, beautiful pass. And Isaac Ross, well, he ran in a very relaxed manner, I will say, behind the goalpost.
McAllister's kick leading the charge after it goes. Wepu tips it back nicely. Reed across to Woodcock. Now here's Thorne. Oh, he went to make a kick. Not really a strong point. Not really a strong point.
Shows what a good reader of the game he is, though, because that was the right thing to do.
And now here's Nonu. Off it goes to Toiava. And the All Blacks playing a lot of rugby on the back foot. Scrambling back after loose passes.
Don't go in there, not out.
Rokathoko, one of the try scorers. Back for McAllister. And they do go down inside the Italian territory, but you can count on the ball going back into the All Black territory here. From the boot of Gower, lining this up as Ross. And he has looked like a test player every inch.
Oh, beautifully done.
He's still going. Tried to get the pass off. Snapped up by George Whitelock. Now Wepu away for McAllister.
Oh, there's men to burn here.
Needs to get the pass off, does so cleverly to Mialamu. Toiava. Just near the 22-metre line. And Muliaina has to go in. Now they're going to sling it wide again through Nonu. Ross, who started it all. Franks. Gets the little in pass to Nonu. He in turn gets it to Whitelock. And Whitelock. On debut, George Whitelock.
Well, it bubbled the ball and then regathered, scored on debut. Not many guys do that. Well done, George Whitelock.
McAllister's conversion is down the middle, so they don't look ecstatic. 27 points to 6. Kano wins the line out. Away it goes for McAllister. Stepping almost through. Got it to Rokathoko. Delayed the pass. Now Nonu. As the All Blacks look to finish with a flourish. Wepu has a go at the line. He's not quite there, though. And the All Blacks hit it with gusto. But it wasn't released in time. And so the All Blacks looking to finish with a try have been denied, and we're in the last minute.
And that's what the Italians want. They want to hold out.
Terrific defence, Murray. That was terrific defence by the Italians, really organised.
Well, I don't know about that. I think the line was broken. Yes, the line was split wide open. And really, if there'd been another supporting player with Wepu, there would have been a try. But McAllister straight through. Nice little pass. Nonu, all power, forward drive over the top. Just not able to get that down. Ooh, I tell you what, that might have been down.
I don't think it was over the line, though, and Craig Gower did amazingly well.
Well, he's fought in the trenches before. Ball tipped on the All Black side. One last chance as the hooter goes. Toiava brings it under control. Looked for an inside pass. Nobody home, though. And the All Blacks off been stolen away. The hooter's gone, so I wouldn't mind betting the Italians will happily kick this out. Well, it's not out as yet, and it's drifting towards the touchline, and it does go into touch. And George Clancy blows the whistle. The Italian coaching staff are delighted. And that's the contrast in the All Black coaching room. 27 points to 6, a far from satisfactory performance by the All Blacks.
Yes, and I think the camera has captured the situation. Well, the Italian camp will be very happy. They certainly had a victory. 70% of the territory in this game. 14 minutes inside the All Black 22. They weren't able to score a try, but they won a lot of line-outs. Their scrum was adequate. They were quite good at the breakdown. They finished even, actually, in that area of the game. The All Blacks, they will be disappointed. They certainly won comfortably on the scoreboard, but there were very few other areas of the game where they dominated.
Sergio, it says 27-6 on the scoreboard, but you look pretty delighted with the way your side competed tonight.
You know, before the match, we remember the last match against them in the World Cup. It was a nightmare. We want to play today with heart and with passion. So I'm very proud of the guys. I'm very proud of this tour, and maybe we can score maybe one try, but New Zealand too. So it was a good score for us.